Hello, guys. Get all situated. How's everyone doing? I feel like I'm very close to the camera today, but I think you guys like that. So, hello. All right. My eyebrows this morning or today have been bugging me. I wanted to comb them. I need to get them waxed, but I wanted to do it like right before we go to Hawaii. And I'm like still debating if I want to get them. I really love when they're tinted. Like I truly do really love it. But so I got them done twice and it was like perfect. Then I got them done once and I like totally broke out. And then I like not even break out. I had like an allergic reaction. Like had to go get like a steroid shot reaction. And then the next time I got them done, I didn't really have like that intense of a reaction, but they were like itchy. And I'm on like acne medicine, which I don't think you're supposed to get them done with that. I don't know. I need to text her and see if there's anything she can do. Maybe she just like wax them for me. I just love when they're tinted. It looks so pretty. Okay. I just need to pull the trigger and get them, what's it called when you tattoo your eyebrows? I want to say dermablade, but that's not it. Microblade? No. Is it? I need to pull the trigger and do that. And just get them like tattooed on. But anyway, hi. Happy Thursday. Feel like my week has been totally turned around. Got my nails done yesterday, by the way. I want to get them like a pretty like pinky color for Hawaii/Valentine's. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I had dark nails before and I didn't want to I'm the type of person, I get over things like really quick, especially on my nails, just because I like film a lot of content and stuff like that too. So I'm like seeing my nails like days and days and days from now, like forever on Facebook. And so I wanted to get like a really pretty light pink. So I didn't want to do too light colors, but then I didn't want to do too dark colors. So I thought this was like a fun, like compromise. Anywho, my week feels all turned around. We took Abel to Disneyland or both kids, Abel and Royce and my nephew, took them all to Disneyland on Tuesday. Monday was a holiday, but it also was Abel's birthday. He turned 12. Can't believe it. And then on Tuesday, we took them to Disneyland and spent all day there. We ended up getting home like Tuesday night around like almost 10. So yesterday, I just spent the day like recovering. You know, I'm officially old. Like I will be like, okay, I'm old. I woke up so sore after Disneyland yesterday, like literally the stiffest neck, stiffest like shoulders. It's a lot better today, but it really feels on my back, like on either side of my spine. Like, wow, I cannot ride rides like I used to. And it was funny too, because Ryan was like, he would do like every other ride with the kids. So I was like on every single ride. He was like getting vertigo being on all the rides. It was funny. We're officially old, you guys. Disneyland rides are taking us out. All right, gonna go ahead and leave you guys the shopping link right here in the comments. This is where I am gonna link all of the makeup I'm gonna use, but of course you guys can always use keywords while I'm live, like concealer or cream foundation or whatever you want links to, and I'll just send you the direct link. Everything on my website ships for free. Everything on my website, you can get 10% off and free shipping. And then if you get 3 items, you get 10% off and then you get a free gift with your order. The free gift is actually one of my favorite liquid lipsticks in the shade Dirty Chai. I'm going to use it today so you can see what it looks like on, but it is absolutely one of my favorites. It's so pretty. So you get this for free with any order of 3 items. And then if you get any 4 items, you get this for free and free shipping. And then you also are going to get 20% off all of your cart. So no brainer. Definitely make sure that you order 4 items. And then I do have a bundle around this, which I'm just going to tell you guys. So in the bundle, all you have to say is lip kit and I'll give you the link. You're going to get this for free. You're also going to get a lip liner Let me make sure I'm saying all this right. Lip liner, lip gloss. You can choose any color for these 2 items. However, I would suggest doing Luxe and Patience because they go best with this lipstick you're going to get for free. So you're going to get free lipstick, lip liner, lip gloss, and then you are also going to get a, not free, you're going to get a mini tailor mirror. This tailor mirror, the one that you're going to get in the bundle is like a tan color. I have this one on my desk, which I hope this color launched. If it didn't, you're getting a sneak peek. So the tailor mirror that you're going to get in this bundle is this. It's the mini version, which this is the mini. I love it because it's literally the size of your hand. So it's perfect for fitting in your clutch, your purse, whatever. And then these are actually my favorite things to travel with because when you open this up, it's literally a ring light in the palm of your hand. So if you are getting ready in like crappy hotel lighting, or if you just don't really have good lighting like in your home, these mirrors will save you. I'm actually sitting in front of one right now. So like all this great natural light is coming off of this mirror as well. And it has 10x magnification. And then on this side, it has 3 different light settings. So you could do natural light, there's a bright light, and then like your ring light. So you get this in that lip kit. So go ahead and say lip kit and I'll send you the link again. You're going to get this for free, liquid lipstick. You're going to get a lip liner. You're going to get a lip gloss, and then you get the mini tailor mirror. So you're going to get all 3 of these things, and then you're going to get this for free. So go ahead and say lip kit, and I'll give you the link to this. But I love this whole little bundle because you get a whole lip kit, and then you get the mirror to put it on with. I think that's so fun. I did see some notifications come through on my phone just now. Just word to the wise. The text service that I have, I actually can't text you guys back. So if you need to ask me a question, if you need any help, if you need anything, please message me on Instagram or Facebook or even my website. If you go to rayahope.com, I can message you back on any of those places, but on my text service, I can only send text messages out. Like broadcast wise, I can't individually text you guys. So, every blue moon I see someone text, I can like get them, but I can't respond to you. I can only send you like this auto one that says like, I can't text you. So, and it costs me money to do that. So, if you need anything, just message me here on Facebook. I got out my, oh, there it is. Okay, we're going to do a new cream foundation today. I feel like I've been losing my tan. So my cream foundation was looking a little dark. So we're going to move down to the shade 3C. So I was using the color 4C. So if you are using any of the cream foundation products and you're like, ooh, I'm feeling like it looks a little dark or it looks a little light, you can easily just go up a shade color instead of, that's kind of why I love the cream foundation colors, because it's truly like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The higher the number, the darker the product. And then C means cool, N means neutral, and W means warm. So you can decide what looks best on your skin. For example, my skin tone is more neutral, so I can actually wear something that's neutral, but I can also wear something that's cool toned. So that's just what I've learned about my own self. That's why, one, it's really important that you get color matched by me. I've been using these products for 10 years next month. 10 years in February. Isn't that crazy? So private message me if you have any questions about coloring. So we're going to go in with the cream foundation in the color 3C today. And I'm going to go ahead and grab that on the kabuki brush. This is another reason that this is like one of my favorite foundation products, because look at how fast this covers. Like, goodbye redness on my eye, goodbye discoloration on my face. This color is matching perfectly. I knew it. I thought from your text that Unique launched a new cream foundation. Oh, no. New color. New cream foundation color we're using today. Which sometimes using a new color kind of makes it feel like you're wearing a whole new product, because like this color is matching like exactly like my skin tone. I'm using the color 3C. And then in the Serum Plus foundation, I've been wearing the shade Organza lately. So if you wear Organza, you'd want 3C kind of aspect. But I can also wear the shade Lace, and I can also wear the color 4C. So like, I feel like with this makeup, it really kind of oxidizes to your skin tone. So it really, like, you can kind of play around with your coloring, I feel like. I should have blew my nose. My nose is like watering. I think I'm fighting a cold, because I feel kind of like in the dumps right now, but who knows? You know, who knows? Okay, so here we have on The 3C cream foundation only on one side of the face. Go ahead and say wow. If you want the link to this, I can give it to you 10% off and free shipping. But if you are not using a hydrating, silky, glowy foundation and you want to, this should be it. It's the cream foundation in the color 4C, free shipping, 10% off. I mean, look at the difference there. Is that not crazy good? Like, that's very impressive. I will say so myself. And then you're going to want the kabuki brush to apply it. So again, application, it is the fastest, easiest thing. You literally are tap, 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 tap. That's it. And then you're just going to, you can either, if you want less coverage, don't grab more and just keep blending and see how this looks way less coverage than this. If you want more fuller coverage, go ahead and keep tapping this into place. So again, you're just going to tap onto the eye underneath, just like this. So that easy and simple. And this coverage is made for mature skin. So mature skin, that's a nice way of saying fine lines and wrinkles. That's a nice way of saying that you are using a ton of anti-aging products. And this foundation is a true cream. It actually has antioxidants in it and a ton of other skincare ingredients. So it's going to be the best option if you do have dry skin as well. I do not have dry skin. I have more oily skin, but I can still use this product. I just want to make sure I set it well. So that goes for you as well. Now, if you do have a lot of fine lines on your under eyes, a tip too is to kind of avoid putting it right under here. And this is another reason that I love this foundation is you can kind of like very targetly like avoid areas. So like I could have just like placed it here rather than taking it all the way underneath the eye. So that's another reason that I love this foundation too. You get like really intense control over it instead of being like, crap, I have to blend out all this liquid. It's all over my face. Not with this. You can simply just press, press, press. And then as I always tell you guys, it's definitely worth it for large pores and fine lines to press this into all of the fine lines and wrinkles. Taking those extra few minutes makes your foundation look more like skin. Another really important part into making your makeup look like skin is how you're prepping your skin underneath your makeup. So you are going to want to make sure that you are wearing primer. I love our Illuminizing Face Primer. It's glowy, it's hydrating, and it's very complementary to this foundation. And then you're going to want to put that on underneath your foundation. I love taking my concealer also. I'm using it in the color Lace and just using this as a spot treatment. If I have any acne scarring or blemishes or sunspots that just kind of bug me, or redness on the nose, I like to take this full coverage concealer and just use it over that area. So we're just going to tap this into place. Just like that. I'm almost out of this concealer actually. And it's lasted me, I feel like it's lasted me almost 6 months. Let's see. I've had it since September. So September 4th. So the first week, like September, so October, November, December, January, and we're almost into February. So almost 5 months. If you are having any trouble with the link, it's kind of Facebook's fault. Private message me, Lydia. I hope I said your name right. And I can give you the link directly. Or if you're able to kind of press it and hold it and copy it, then you go to your web browser and then paste it in there. Sometimes Facebook gets kind of weird about like clicking links on Facebook because they don't want you to like go away from Facebook. They want you to stay here. So that sometimes is the reason why. Okay, with concealer on your under eye, another big tip or trick, especially if you have a lot of fine lines, is let that concealer sit for a few seconds to get a little bit tackier. That'll ensure that you limit how like many creases happen underneath your eye. And then also this concealer is hands down one of my most favorites. It's the Skin Solution Concealer. It's packed with really good nutrients. And then it also is full coverage and blends out like a dream. It also has really, really good nourishing ingredients in it too. So again, another really hydrating, amazing product for anti-aging. No, I wrote in a pen. You can kind of see my handwriting. I wrote in a pen when I opened that bottle because I wanted to see how long it takes me to go through a bottle of concealer. We're getting, oh, I heard you guys are going to get so much snow on the, what, East Coast? Well, I guess Nashville too, you know? So what's that? That's not the East Coast. That's like Midwest. Yeah, that's crazy. We are getting a little bit of a cold front, but no rain or snow, knock on wood. I mean, we never get snow, but you know what I mean. All right, now we're gonna go in with the shade Chocolate Souffle for our contour, and this is really gonna bring out our features, gonna warm up our complexions, gonna make our foundation match even better. It really does so much for your overall finished look. And then it's so easy to use. I know it can be kind of daunting, especially if you've never used a cream product. I remember before I used this for the first time, I was definitely freaked out. Like, I didn't really love the idea of like putting more creamy stuff on, but once you get the hang of it, you will not know any other way. Like, you will want this product. And I've also tried a ton of other cream contours on the market, and this is hands down the best. A bunch of ice. Ooh, scary. Snow in Maryland this weekend. Getting snow for snow days. That's funny. We obviously don't get snow, so we don't get snow days, but we do get heat days. We actually haven't had one in a little while, but yeah, if it's 100 degrees before, I think it's like 10 a.m., the kids get to skip school, which we've had a few of those, but it's usually in the beginning of the year, like August, September. That's actually like August, September is like the hottest time in San Diego. So if you were wanting a super hot getaway and you want to come here, that is the time. A lot of people come in like June and are really disappointed because our June, we get like really intense June gloom and it's like gray, which is kind of weird because you think June summer. It's still warm in June, but it's like kind of like just gross out. Ooh, that is cold. Yeah, so ready for summer. Same. Okay, to blend out that contour, it's that simple. You literally just take this brush right here. This is called the Total Package brush. And then you're just going to bounce it. It literally melts into the skin just like that and warms up your complexion, makes everything just look so much better, brings out your cheekbones. It really does a lot for your overall complexion. And then for blush, let's go ahead and do Cinnamon Latte. I love this blush color. It's really kind of pretty. It's like kind of like a mauvier red. And I'm going to smile and pop this on the apple of the cheek. Work up to the hairline. I always do the contour color in the shade Chocolate Souffle. That to me is like the perfect contour color for my preference. If you want something a little bit more natural looking or a little bit less intense, then do the shade Barely Bronze in your cream contour stick. But these are also so awesome because you can use them as blush, you can use them as lipstick, you can use them as contour, highlight, eyeshadow. That's why they're called all-in-one sticks. And on the other side, you have access to the little sponge. To be totally honest, I hate it, so we don't use that part. I love brushes instead. So we're gonna go ahead and just tap this into place. Yes, we do get a lot of fog in San Diego, that's for sure. Especially around like when I was saying June or whenever the weather is like really changing, like if it's going hot to cold or whatever. But yeah, we've been having a lot of fog lately. That's for sure. Yeah, ice storm. That's crazy. I didn't even know what an ice storm is. All right, so now after you're done with all your cream and liquids, I always kind of go back over, as you were saying, with my brushes to kind of just like even out and soften any of the harsh lines because you want everything to kind of look melted together. You don't want anything like stamped on your face, right? So that's going to really help to go over those edges with your brushes. And if you are needing some good brushes that do all the hard lifting for you, definitely snag them from Unique. I love that all of our bristles are made in Italy. They're super luxurious, really, really nice. So now let's go ahead and set all of our cream products now that we're all done. Now we're ready for powders. I'm gonna go in with a setting mist or Unique setting mist and a sponge. And before we do so, always hit those areas that have fine lines or any creasing or anything like that. And then I'm gonna go in with a setting powder that's more geared for oily skin, but if you have dry skin, just say dry skin setting powder or say oily skin setting powder, and I can give you either link. But what this is going to do is not only is it going to make your makeup look a little bit more fuller coverage, but it's also going to help to absorb any of your natural oils or just like the elements from making your foundation shift or move, especially during cream products. you definitely want to make sure you're setting them no matter what type of skin you have. If you have oily skin, dry skin, mature skin, fine lines and wrinkles, does not matter. For cream foundation, you want to set it. Now, how you set it is up to you and how much you want to set it, but I highly recommend to either set it with a setting powder and a pressed powder, or either or. I think using it, if you're choosing between the two, I think that using a setting powder, a pressed powder, sorry, is the best option, because it's like two birds, one stone. The two birds in reference are going to be the holding it into place, evening out the complexion, I guess 3 birds, and it's going to add a layer of coverage. So you really get like the best of all worlds with using a pressed powder to set your cream foundation. And now this pressed powder is in the shade Taffeta, and this one has shea butter and vitamin E infused in it. So it's super silky soft, and it's just incredible for holding everything into place and just like making your makeup look like a porcelain doll. I always call this the porcelain doll finish, because it truly just takes your makeup and makes it more elevated and just look better. So if you are needing that porcelain doll touch, definitely get the pressed powder. Now, if you're like, okay, I want everything that you're using and you're going too fast, go ahead and just say product list. I give you the link to the shopping cart where I will put every single product that I'm using today, and I'll give it to you 20% off and free shipping and give you a free lipstick. So if you're like, yes, I want everything, or I at least want to look at everything, go ahead and say product list and I can give you the link. All right, now these couple steps are totally optional. I love a good bold contour, so we're gonna go ahead and use this. This is not from Unique, but we don't really have a bronzer right now, so we're just gonna use this. It's not my like favorite bronzer because sometimes it doesn't go on so well, but it's good enough. Good enough. Yes, you definitely want to use pressed powder even if you have dry, mature skin. The pressed powder that I'm recommending is totally fine for dry, mature skin because of how hydrating it is and how hydrating the products are that are in them, or ingredients that are in them. Okay, bronzer's on, and then now we're going to go in with a little powder blush to set our cream blush and also to just enhance it a little bit. Again, totally an optional step. And we're just going to dust this on, apple of the cheeks. It's totally fine for everything to kind of like overlap as well. The more overlaps, actually, the more natural it all looks and looks melted together, which is the plan. Now we're going to go in with Unique's highlighter. This is one of my favorite steps to my makeup. This is the shade Golden. We're going to use this on the bridge and tip of the nose and then highest parts of the cheekbones. They discontinued our bronzer to remake one, so I'm assuming to remake one, to be honest. So stay tuned for that. Sometimes things get discontinued because of the warehouses that they're made in. Sometimes like the manufacturers stop making an ingredient or stop carrying an ingredient that like you need for the bronzer, or the canister, like our spray foundation we used to have, we had to discontinue it because the manufacturer stopped making the bottle. So like you can't have it without the bottle. So sometimes it's totally not up to the brands that you love. Like I know MAC sometimes will like discontinue certain colors. It's because most of the time it's because of the manufacturers. It has nothing actually to do with the brands. If you can't have an ingredient that makes the product, you can't have the product. You know what I mean? It's kind of like trying to bake a cake and you don't have flour. Like you're not going to bake the cake, right? It's not because you don't want to bake the cake. It's because you don't have flour. So a lot of times when products get discontinued, that's the reason why. And I think that's the reason why with the bronzer, because I know everyone really did love it. And sometimes they find other manufacturers to remake it, and that just takes time. And then other times they can't, and they have to make something completely new, and that takes time too, because makeup actually is really tricky. Because a lot of times with makeup, you have to do a lot of like a lot of research with the different products on all types of skin tones. It has to go through a lot of testing, like years of testing most of the time. So just like making one product can take up to 3 years to invent and to make and to test and to make sure that the product and the ingredients works on different skin types, different skin issues, goes back to formula, like they change it. It's actually, there's a lot that goes into it that I've learned over the years, because believe me, I am definitely one of those people that I'm like, can you just make this? And they're like, oh, okay, it's that easy. No, it is not that easy, unfortunately. But all that to be said, definitely make sure that you are following me on Instagram, because anytime that we launch anything new, I post on my Instagram story, and then I always send out a text notification. So make sure you're in my text service. Just go ahead and say, what's your number? And I can let you know what number to text message to get opted in to receive the notifications. And then, like I said, make sure you follow me over on Instagram, and then my profile picture, if you click that on Instagram, the stories play and you can watch the stories. I get on there and chit chat. We do try on hauls. I have share different sales, different new products, all the things. Oh, thank you. Going in with the brow pencil in the shade medium, and then now going in with the brow gel in the shade medium. And I love these two brow products. They're hands down my favorites. They make your brows look so good and just like defined, really do so much for your overall features. And this brow gel actually has a brow growth ingredient in it, so it's actually going to help your brow hair to grow, which clearly is working on me, and it laminates them and tints them. So if you have gray hair in your eyebrows, this will help to color it, like temporary color it. Like when you wash it out, it'll come out. Okay, so brow pencil and brow gel in medium. And then now let's go ahead and do our lips. We're gonna do the lip liner in the shade Patience. And then as I told you guys before, I have a fun lip kit on sale for you guys. It's gonna be 10% off for free shipping. And then you're gonna get the free liquid lipstick with your order. You're gonna get this lip liner, this lip gloss, and then you're also going to get a free mini tailor mirror. So let's go in now with the lip liner in the shade Patience and just overdraw our lips with this. Yes, I do have a video on how to take your makeup off. If you head to my YouTube page, I actually have a whole skincare playlist section, and I upload all my makeup videos also to my YouTube channel, so you can watch them on the replay. So if you don't follow me over on YouTube, my name there is Rhea Hope. All right, so gonna go in with the lip liner, overdraw a smidge, just to keep the lipstick in place. The lip liners also have sodium hyaluronate, so they also are gonna help to cap off your lips. So if you have like any fine lines or you experience like your makeup bleeding, it's definitely what you want. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the lipstick that you get for free. This is the shade Dirty Chai. And we're going to use a nice thin layer of this. It's such a pretty color. And you want to take this all the way to the lip liner. Okay, and now I'm going to use my finger to blend it in. Okay. And if you get lipstick anywhere, I'll show you how to fix that too. The brow pencil that I used was the, I believe it's called the Moodstruck Precision Brow Pencil, or just go ahead and say brow gel and I'll give you, or brow pencil and I'll give you the link. Okay, so that's on, and then a trick too, if you want to like ombre your lips or just kind of make it look a little bit more lighter, is take your concealer and you're just going to take like the smallest amount, and then you're just going to pop it right on the lips. Just like that. Okay. Going with a little bit more. Isn't that pretty? And again, you get this lipstick for free. I do need to fix the edge there. We have a lip brush actually on my website that I love using for little fine fixes. It looks like this. It actually is retractable, which is cool. And then a trick is to take your pressed powder and grab that on there. And that's it. Like it never happened. love this lip brush. I can't believe it's still on the website too. It was like one of those limited edition things that they left on there. Okay, now last step is the lip gloss. We're gonna take it in the shade Luxe. And how pretty. Love. So again, just say lip kit and I'll give you the link. You're gonna get this lip gloss, this lipstick, the liquid lipstick for free, and a mirror, all in the lip kit. So go ahead and say lip kit. I'll give you the link to grab that. And then let's go ahead and we're gonna do our eyes. We're gonna do like a fun bronzy eye I thought would be really pretty. So I'm gonna actually open my bronzer and I'm gonna grab two brushes, maybe three. All right, let's start off with the blending brush, and I'm just gonna take a bronzer, grab that, and then we're just going to put this in the crease so everything looks really blended when we're finished. Yes, if you want the list to everything I used today, go ahead and say product list and give you the link to the cart that saves you 20% off everything, gets you a free lipstick, and you'll get free shipping. Everything also has a love it guarantee, so if you don't love anything for any reason, you can return it for your money back. And then you can actually change any of the colors in the cart, and you can add things to your cart, or you can remove anything from the cart as well. Is the mirror the only offered in the lip kit? You can actually purchase the mirror. So if you want just the mirror, you can actually go to the website, which is Fancy. Here's the link, and then use code RAYA15. Saves on their entire website. This is where you can find it. That mirror is called the Taylor Mini. And then if you want to grab it from Comigo for free shipping, they do have one color in it. It's I believe a tan shade. You can grab it on my Comigo website. It's going to be underneath the mirror section, or the, you'll see it. If you search mirror, it'll pop up too on my website. But if you want like more options on like the color of your mirror, go to Fancy. If you're like, I just want that mirror, I don't care, and you want it cheaper, go ahead and grab it from Comigo. So a couple options where you can snag that mirror from. But yes, the mirror comes in the bundle to answer your question. Okay, so went ahead and just buffed that bronzer out because now we're gonna go in with the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ornate. This is one of my favorite colors. It's an instant bronzy eye with like hardly any effort. So we're gonna go in with this, grab this shade Ornate, and then we're just going to literally just pop this on the center of the eye, just like that. And I'm not gonna blend it out with this. I'm gonna grab a brush and start dispersing this all over. These liquid eyeshadows are so pretty. Not only are they metallic, and so they reflect the light really gorgeous, and they just draw the attention, but they are smudge proof, crease proof, waterproof. They stay on, they're fantastic, and they're that easy. Like, takes seconds to apply. And I'm using the deluxe brush to blend this in, and then I'll just kind of like taper this into the crease a little bit and go back in with my blending brush and just blend those two together. So it kind of looks like it faded into the bronzer. Yeah, if you want the lip liner, lip gloss, lipstick in the mirror, go ahead and say lip kit. Okay, done. Like that fast and easy. It's so nice. Liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ornate on this side. Again, just popping that very in the center, so that way we can easily blend it out with our deluxe brush and just kind of grab at that and just blend it all out. Just tap, tap, tap. If you have fine lines and wrinkles, these are like your best friends because they just go on, stay on, and look so pretty. And then again, taking whatever's left over into that crease and then grabbing the blending brush and blend. Yes, the shade Reverent is definitely one of my favorites. That one's going to be more of like a nude champagne pinky color. And then I love this one for like a good bronzy eye. So those two, I would definitely recommend getting both. The shade Reverent and the shade Ornate, because then you have both eyes. You get like a bronzy eye and then you have like a very pretty champagne pinky eye. All right, I'm actually going to take, I'm going to take my bronzer actually. And I'm going to take that same deluxe brush. I love this brush too. And we're just going to go ahead and smudge this out underneath just to create more of like a cohesive finish look. See that? It really like brings the whole look together. Just tapping it into my bronzer. No, I didn't sit on my mascara. Thank you. I need like a reminder, like an alarm. Sit on your mascara. And if you're like, why are you sitting on your mascara? It actually warms up your mascara. So like, it's so cold in my office. Like for whatever reason, this room stays so cold, which is nice in the summer, but it is frigid in the winter. So my mascaras get kind of cold and that hardens the mascara. So like you might be putting on your mascara and you're like, it's dry or there's none left. Or I've gotten so many messages like this where it's like, I just bought it and it's empty. And I'm like, okay, sit on it for 20 minutes and then put it on. And then I always get a message from me like, that fixed it. Thank you. Oh, that's pretty. I love that idea, Crystal. All right, so eyes are done. Again, we just did Ornate liquid eyeshadow on the lid and then just buffed it out with our bronzer. And then on our lips, we have on lip liner in Patience, lip gloss in Luxe, and then the free liquid lipstick in Dirty Chai. And then in the lip bundle, or lip kit, you're gonna get a free Taylor mirror. So definitely make sure you say that. And now let's go ahead and do my favorite part. This is the setting mist from Unique, and it has primer infused in it. It also has cucumber extract in it, so it's gonna be super refreshing. And honestly, it's like my favorite part because it's like a breath of fresh air when you're done with your makeup, and it's gonna make your makeup look more like skin, help it to stay in place, and really just like pulls all of your makeup together. It's fantastic. So definitely make sure you're setting your makeup with your setting mist. Okay, hopefully we sat on our thing long enough. All right, let's go in now with the mascara in the shade, or in the, this is the 4D mascara. Now you don't have to use all 4 of these, but I love crazy long, thick lashes. So I will use whatever I can get my hands on that will make me achieve that look. So for me, the 4D first, and this is the one that has fibers in it. So I'm going to use this one first, and it's going to create like volume at the base of the lash. So we're going to go in with this on all sides. Just kind of like wiggle it at the base. Just like so. Okay. Once 4D is on, then we're going to go in with Quadra. Where are you? That's not it. This is it. Okay, Quadra now, and we're going to go in with this, and this is the 4-in-1 mascara. We're going to take the long black bristle side, go from the base of the lash, and go all the way up with this. I like to work in like kind of quadrants of my lashes when I put this on, so kind of make sure I'm very intentional with the outside edge, the middle, the inner corner, the back, all of that is going to be really important. Okay, so that's one coat of Quadra. Just like this. And then again, I like to kind of blink onto the wand to really get it to like comb through really nicely as well. This also will help to give your lashes a natural looking curl. Now this mascara has a patent pending lash growth formula in it. Sorry, my nose is watering. Patent pending lash growth formula in it, and it's a tubing mascara, which means it puts a little tube around each eyelash. So it's almost going to work like acrylics. Like it's going to make your lashes look and feel longer than they actually are because these tubes are being extended. Okay, so that was one coat. Now we're going to go back in with the second. How many layers is completely up to you. I think the more layers, the better. And I also like that this mascara never looks clumpy, spider leggy, nothing like that. So you can truly do as many coats as you want. Aw, thank you. If you, again, want the list of everything that we used today, go ahead and say product list. And if you want just the lip kit that comes with the mirror, go ahead and say lip kit. All right, now I'm going to flip it around and grab the short silicone side to this mascara. And this is going to help to lock in a lot of that length, comb through the lashes really nicely as well. Okay. And then pause. And now we're going to go in with the Twisted mascara. And this one has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it. So it's going to be super hydrating and nourishing for our eyelashes, helping them to grow as well. But I feel like it just like adds a little pizzazz to my lashes. And I love how they like these two complement each other. Both mascaras are transfer proof and water resistant as well. And this one actually has a teeny tiny little wand, just like this. And you can use that on the base of the lash. So good. I think I may be one of the few women that have never used false lashes. I really don't ever use them either, only for like major events like galas or weddings. Can you give advice on what to do when mascara clumps your lashes together? So I would make sure that your eyelashes are clean before you do any makeup. And then you can always comb your lashes before putting on any makeup. So if you find that they clump easily, go ahead and grab like a lash comb. It's gonna look like this. I don't know if Unique has one, but it looks like this. And you would just simply like comb out your eyelashes before you put on mascara. I know some women are just more prone to like their lashes clumping together. So it could just be a personal thing, which I know is frustrating. So you can get like a lash comb on Amazon or anywhere. All right, now one last coat of Quadro because why the heck not? And I like to focus this last coat like on the outer edges of the lashes just to give it like a more fanned look. And that is it, my friends. Finished makeup look of the day. So pretty, so easy to do, and super, super hydrating. So again, if you have dry skin, this foundation option is gonna be the best thing for you. I haven't done my hair in a while, ignore. But I love the way it all came together. It looks so pretty, super hydrated. Again, make sure you grab that lip kit by saying lip kit. I'll give you the link to it. You're gonna get a free lipstick, lip liner, lip gloss, and a mirror. And let me know if I could be of any help to you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Love you, bye.